Hello everyone. In this video, we will be deploying our Streamlit application on AWS. But before that, let us see our Streamlit app. So this is my Streamlit app, which will perform exploratory data analysis and data quality checking. So let us run this application. So I have to open my command prompt. First of all, I will install all the required libraries in order to run this code. So I will write pip install -r requirements dot txt. So as we have seen that all the libraries are already installed, so it doesn't take any time. In your case, it will be installed. Now, I will run my application. So for that, I will write command like python -m streamlit run app.py and it will run my application. Now you can see this is my application. Now you have to upload any CSV file here. I am uploading one my CSV file such as ju.csv. Now you can see the data set will be displayed. You can perform missing values. You can show the summary of the data set. You can fill the missing values in a column. You can see the correlation matrix. So all the things you can see here. Now what I will do, I will deploy this website on AWS platform. But before that, we have to install some softwares. First software that you need to install is PuTTY. So you have to download and install this software. It is important because it helps us to connect your remote system to your AWS server. Second, you have to install WinSCP software. This software helps us to transfer the file from the local file system to your AWS server. So these two softwares are basically the prerequisites for this video. Now we have seen our Streamlit application. The next step is to create an EC2 instance in the AWS. So here you have to go to AWS. So let us go to AWS Management Console. So I will sign into the console. First thing that we have to do, we have to create an EC2 instance. EC2 stands for Elastic Container. So you can search EC2 here. Now you have to click on instance, launch instance. Now you have to give the instance a name. Let us say I am giving it name as app. Next, the operating system that you want to use. So I am using Linux operating system. So I will select Amazon Linux. AMI I will set leave as default because I am in free tier. So here instance type, it is t2.micro. Next you have to create something called as key pair. So what this key pair will be doing, it will help us to connect your remote to the AWS instance. So you have to click on create new key pair, give it as a name such as app and download the PIM file. Click on create key pair. Now you can see a file is get downloaded which is called as app.py. Now you have to leave everything as default and you have to click on launch instance. Now by doing this, your EC2 instance is getting created. Now this is your EC2 instance which is getting created. Now it will take some time in order to this instance being created. You can see that our EC2 instance is created successfully. The next step is go to PuTTY and load the PEM file that we have downloaded in order to generate the private key. So what I will do, I will go to PuTTY, click on PuTTY here. Now you have to click on load. Now here you have to select all files. Now you can see your PEM file, app.pem. So you have to click on this, click on open, click on OK. Now you have to save this as a private key. So I will click on save private key. Yes. And I will give a name such as app. So it will save it in PPK format. Your first stage is done. Now you have to go to WinSSP software to give the host name and the PPK file. Now I will go to WinSCP software. So here I will open my WinSCP software. Here you have to give a host name. So what you have to do? You have to go to AWS and here you have to select this app. Click on connect. Now you have to go to SSH client and this is your host name. Copy this thing and go to SCP and give them. Your username is, here it is written, your username is EC2 user. So what you have to do? Here you have to write EC2 user. Now you have to go to advanced. You have to go to authentication section and here you have to upload your private key file, your PPK file basically. So you have to click on this and here you have to upload this app. Now you have to click on OK and click on login. Click on S. Now you can see I am in the local and in the EC2 directory also. So I will go to my website and I will copy all the files which are required. So what I will do? I will just drag and drop. So I will drag and drop app.py file and I will drag and drop my requirements.txt file. Now this step is done. The next step is to go to PuTTY. So I will go to PuTTY and what I have to do, I have to give my host name. So you have to give your host name and here you have to save the session like I am giving the name as app. Now you have to go to SSH. In the auth, in the credential, you have to upload your PPK file. So I will upload my PPK file here. Once done, what you have to do, you have to click on open. Click on accept. Login as, you have to write EC2 user. It is authenticating and you are now into the AWS EC2 instance. Now let me just increase my size. So I'll go to settings. I will go to appearance and I will increase the font to 18. I will click on OK, click on apply. So this is how you authenticate to your EC2 instance. First thing that you have to do is to update this CMD. So you have to write sudo yum update. Click on enter. Now it is already up to date. Next, what you have to do, you have to install Python into the CLI. So I have to write sudo yum install python 3 -pip space -y. With this command, you will installing Python into the CLI. Click on enter and it will install Python into your system. Once this is done, what you have to do, you have to install all the required packages in order to run the Streamlit command. So here I will be writing pip install -r requirement.txt. So it will install all the libraries which is needed in order to run the code. It will take some time. Okay, Now it is completely installed. What you have to do, next you have to run your Streamlit application. You will write Python 3 -m Streamlit run app.py. Click on enter and you will get your link. Now you have to copy paste this URL 44.203. So let me go to my Chrome and let me just copy this thing 44.203 dot 40.167 40.167 port number 8501. Now if you click on run, you can see that it will take a very long time, because whenever I am copying this thing, it is taking very long time. In order to solve this problem, what you have to do, you have to go to your AWS management console, and here in EC2, select your instance. Next, you have to configure your security group in order to allow this port, which is 8501. Now you have to click on security, click on security groups, click on edit inbound rule. Now you have to add your security group. So click on all the traffic. Now I am here allowing all the ports, so I'll click on anywhere. Now I'll click on save the rules. By doing this save, this application will be get run. Now you can see your Streamlit run. Your Streamlit app is successfully run. Now let us verify it. Let me upload any file here. Let me upload my same file, ju.csv. Now you can see it is working fine. Now we have successfully deployed our Streamlit application on AWS. Let us say if you close this CMD, your app should be run. So for that, what you have to do, you have to use this command, which is called as no hub streamlit run app.py. So let me use this command. So now close this thing. Now you have to write no hub streamlit run app.py. Then you have to give your server port. So server dot port 8501, and then you have to write ampersand. See here you will write ampersand. Now it's done. Now even if you close this thing, your app will be run on this link. In this video, we have successfully learned how to deploy an Streamlit application on the EC2 instance.